as time flies by, you'll open up your eyes wide. You feel it's gonna go your way. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day.
How wonderful to have an opportunity to chat with a real tourist. This gentleman's come from Valencia, no less. Well, actually, you're a bit further from Valencia. I think you're from Bulgaria. Is that right, David?
Yes, hello, I am Bulgarian, but the last 15 years I am living in Valencia and the last 2 in Marbella. So I am considerably Spanish. Yeah.
Do you speak Spanish as well?
Yes, of course.
He says, yes, of course. All the English people here, we don't speak a word. Well, David works together with the lovely Vanessa Van Camp, who, as you all know, not only has a great real estate business in San Pedro de Alcántara, she's also the president of the Belgian Business Community Club of Spain. I like to say that, now I've learned how to say it.
It took a bit of time, but yes, completely, thank you.
It was a bit, it's a mouthful, but once you get the sense behind it, that you really are uniting together the community in business and socially of the Belgian population. There's quite a few Belgians in Spain.
Yes, there are quite a few of them, and coming more every time, because they first discovered Spain, but more the Costa Brava and then Costa Blanca, but now they are coming over more to the south, Costa del Sol, etc.
You started coming, sorry David, started coming to the Costa del Sol when you were young with your family. How has that experience been? Obviously it was a good one because it's brought you back now to open up your own real estate company here.
Exactly. I did come nearly put in the luggage because very short age, a couple of years, and the first property my parents did buy here was at Cancelada. So we had lovely holidays by that time, and then afterwards I decided that well, you have to work everywhere, but then the best where the sun shines. So this is what brought me back here. So the good memories, and then of course the perfect climate and the mentality.
Your business in Valencia has been established for some 30 years, which is easy to say, but you have to get there. David, you run the Valencia office, while Vanessa's backwards and forwards, which always amazes me. She's always coming and going from somewhere. What do you notice the biggest differences between real estate in Valencia to real estate here in the Costa del Sol?
Yes, I am working 4 years with Vanessa in Valencia, and it is another world. Marbella is another world. Valencia, we have a big office, which is really with working with clients. They are looking. The product is different. You know, the product is different, so it's not the same.
It's more familiar. There are more small families coming, and they are coming back every year. Of course, if you have clients that want golf, you cannot offer that part because you don't have the offer that we have here, for example. If you want nightlife, then we cannot offer it there. It is more family holidays what we offer there.
The market, I was saying before, that in Marbella everything's very transitional, and that affects as much in employees as the market itself.
Exactly. Here there are many people do come back, of course, but it is more coming and going. There, the market, it is more the same, coming back every year, the same program they want, and as I said, very familiar. So that's why there we offer other services than we do here. Also, because if you want to give a good service, you must really be responsible of what you are doing. If you are relying on third persons, you cannot do that. So that's why at the Valencia office we have the complete team ours. So we manage everything, and every time we can give more and more service AZ. Here our most important thing really is to help people to find themselves where to establish, because if you come from abroad, it is very difficult to know what part of Marbella really suits your priorities, and if you don't have somebody that can help you, that can explain, and that depending on what you are needing, then you can be completely wrong, and that's a pity, because in the end it must be a good investment or certainly a good choice to spend your time.
The other day, in fact, in the Feria, met a lovely couple who'd come on holiday to Marbella. They thought they were staying in Marbella, but they found themselves in Las Chapas. And so if you're in Las Chapas, although it's lovely, as you say, it's completely different, and they weren't convenient for the Feria in the centre of town and all Puerto Banús and all these other things. The same with buying. We have a 27-kilometre coastline. What do you find in the different areas? How would you separate the market for each of the different areas along from, what is it, Guadalmina to Capapino?
Yes, I think the most important thing first is to listen to your clients. What are they looking for? What are their priorities? So, and then depending on the distance they want from Malaga, from the airport, if they are golfers or not, if they want nightlife, what their family is, their situation, if they have small children or whatever. So, putting that all together, then we will recommend them one part of another. Of course, the budget has a big influence too, because you know that several parts of Marbella, they have a complete different price as the others. So first we try to find out together with the clients what is for them the most important thing, also in the future, because it's not only today, what do they want in the future, and then we will try to guide them.
Do you think that we're about to face a new property boom and then a crash? We've gone through so many years of crisis, and all of a sudden we're seeing these cranes everywhere and buildings are starting again. What's happening, Vanessa?
Well, it is also logical because you know that they cancelled the Plan General, the building plan. So suddenly in Marbella there was no possibility to build anymore, and then we had to go out of Marbella because Marbella has its very typical romantical historical center. But then of course, depending again, people want suddenly another style of building. So if you want modern, you need new building. So you need new licenses, and this moves people towards either Estepona or more Cabo Pino. So this all is in the story of it, and you must know why in order to understand it.
Exactly, and I think a lot of people don't take these things into consideration, and nothing against new real estate, people who come in, the opposite. However, in order to have which areas are white elephants, perhaps if you're buying a business or only the people who live here are in the know, it can be quite devastating. You've been with 4 years with Vanessa, David, but how long have you been in Spain?
In Spain, I am living the last 15 years. So I start with my studies with administration, and later of that I met Vanessa, and the last 4 years we are working together.
Do you find it's challenging or interesting working with so many different people with so many different needs, whether they're buying as a holiday or as a long-term rent?
For me, it's the amazing work because every day is a different day. We have a lot of visits, we have administration work, we have, yes, in Valencia we have more services than here. We have the internet service, and now the last, I think, 3 months we are renting cars. So we have different, every day is a different day, so this is what motivate me.
Do you find we have a lot of different nationalities in Marbella? In fact, I think now it's 147 registered on the town census. Do you notice such a wide variety of nationality in Valencia, or is there more tendency for certain nationalities?
In Valencia it's not like in Marbella, obviously, but we have most of the clients we have are Belgian clients, we have German clients, French, English.
Yes. French are rediscovering the part of Valencia. So first it was most German, then the British took over, and now French are coming to, apart from the Belgian. But of course, bearing in mind we are only 10 millions, I mean we cannot be everywhere, but there are little groups, so but we don't have these 140 nationalities, certainly not. That's something specific from here.
So one would say that when you're in Valencia, you know that you're in Spain.
Yes, you know, there's still a lot of national clients too. So if you want more international offer, then of course nothing better than Marbella. If you want more family and more nationals, then Valencia can offer you what you are looking for.
Hey, hey, it's a brand new day.
Hello, I'm Rowan from Laude San Pedro. Last week's sign was be creative. One more time. Be creative. This week's sign is smile to the world. One more time. Smile to the world.
Hey, hey, it's a brand new day.
Free taxi 4 times a month and 25% discount on your car insurance if you're the Zero Hero.
Yeah, I'm here in Marbella, but it says here I'm in La Canada.
If you haven't mastered the lingo, don't worry. Linear Director has a free GPS geolocator service that will come and find you.
Hey, hey.
Valencia is a great place. In fact, I used to go every single year for the baby trade fair that they have there and know it well. I used to stay in the city Saler, and there's lots of nice areas. You've got the rice paddy fields there and everything. It's very varied, but they also have some great museums like the Museo de las Ciencias. Terrible translations on the exhibits, but amazing exhibits. David, is it difficult to get to Valencia from Marbella? How would we get there? Can we go by train?
Yes, the last 2 years which I am living here, I come on train, and it is easy to come. I think in 4.5 hours you are here from Valencia with the AVE. The AVE train is very easy to get it, and it's very good. Yeah, it's very good decision. Yeah, you can also come by plane, I think, but we prefer the AVE. We prefer the
I would
train.
recommend the train, yes, really, because I normally do it by car, but then of course if you don't know really how to get there, I would just say take the train 4 or 5 hours and you just travel in a very comfortable way. And I would recommend that to the other people, to the Valencia people, to come to Malaga and Marbella too. So it is the same good way to come and to go back. So
I have to take a second here and say, Vanessa, there's a great train called the AVE. You get it from Malaga, it takes you to Cordoba and then to Valencia. So that's just a few hours that you could relax, watch a movie, because they even have it in English version on the trains normally. And you could have a snack and you could work and then you could come back that way. I'm telling her this because she drives all the time and it's like, Vanessa, take the train. As you just said, it's so easy. It's so comfortable.
But of course, now we do recommend this to people that go on holiday or to visit cultural or whatever. You know that I go for work, so I take all my office with me.
Well, maybe we need to just get you a little porter just to carry everything for you. It's lovely to chat with you both. It's nice to catch up on the differences of the markets, Valencia and in Marbella, which are very, very different. But I have to say that the idea of having 6 months here or 8 months here and 4 months there sounds like a nice plan. Is the weather very different to what we have here?
It is a bit different, but in any case, yes, I think that the idea of both cities, I must admit that Malaga, Marbella and Valencia are my 2 preferred places in Spain, and I do know Spain quite well. So, of course, I love Spain, but within the country itself, I would recommend these 2 places.
We even agree on that. David and Vanessa Van Camp, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you.
Hey, hey.
Hello Marbella, and it's Amanda Silken here again, and I've got a very quick problem to discuss with the viewers today. Okay, I've been contacted by a Mr. F, and Mr. F's problem is that, as he says, his wife has stopped trying, and I asked him to explain, and he said basically she doesn't wear makeup anymore, she doesn't dress up, she doesn't want to go out, she stays in the house in a tracksuit watching TV all day, and they don't have intimacy between them, and it's got to a difficult situation, and he's looking at other ladies. Now, my first reaction is, why is Mrs. B feeling like this? They've been happily married for over 20 years, children have left home, flown the roost, whatever, and so it's just the 2 of them. Now, it sounds to me that Mrs. B is actually quite depressed. The fact that some days she doesn't get dressed, she doesn't want to go out, etc., etc. But as to that letting herself go, as Mr. B puts it, and not trying anymore, I asked him, What about you? Do you make the effort? Do you dress up for her? Do you put on aftershave? Do you use face moisturiser? Do you cuddle her? Are you intimate with her in ways of holding her hand, going shopping with her, cuddling her, being physically affectionate? It's not just a one-way problem. My first suggestion to them was go to the doctors, let's see both of you together, and let's see if there is actually a physical problem, a physical depression, a clinical depression that Mrs. B may need to have medication for. Or the doctor can recommend a counsellor, or they can come to me. But it's not just Mrs. B's problem. Mr. B is saying, oh, it's terrible, but he needs to look at his behaviour too. And I'm sure you'll agree with me. It's never as easy as that it's just one-sided. Mrs. B is behaving like this, which is very different from her normal self. And this has been going on for 18 months and got worse because of a reason, or many reasons. As I said, the children leaving home, maybe she feels unattractive, maybe the way Mr. B is behaving towards her is making her feel worse. They need to communicate. And if they start with communicating with each other and then perhaps go on and see a counsellor or a doctor, that should help. But this is something that lots of people experience, so we'd like to hear your views on it as well. You can email me at amanda@silkensin.com, or you can write into the programme, and we will deal with any problems and also report your views on the problems that we present you with. Anyway, that's all from me today. It's a quick one. I do like a quickie, and thank you very much, Marbella, and I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye from Amanda.
Hey, hey.
Tomorrow is Thursday. That means you can pick up your free edition of the Euro Weekly newspaper. And if you do, why not check out my column, Marbella Moments? Always something going on here that's worth writing about. We hope you're taking care of yourselves, that you're being nice to each other, that you're having a superb day, and that you will join us again tomorrow. For now, take care. Hasta luego.
And it's time.